You little bitch ass boys. Fucking fiend. Look at them, fiend. Snitch ass little bitch. Ain't take shit, now you feeling dumb. With your off-brand ass jean jacket, bitch, and your shitty ass Nikes. Boy, if I catch y'all niggas off bound, nigga, on my mama, nigga. If I catch y'all niggas off bound, nigga, I'm beating the shit out of both you niggas, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I'ma chuck blood up both you niggas' throat, nigga. Nigga, on my mama, I wasn't stealing, nigga. That's how dumb they sound, cause they caught my mans with a thing of E and J, nigga. The fuck, nigga? Man, stop playing with me, bro. Bro, you want scrap? Do you want scrap? Do you want me to turn my live on the other camera so we can box? And I'ma beat the shit out of you with 140 views on my shit, nigga. Cause my shit busting, nigga. Look at you, I'll smack that scanner out your hand, nigga, and break your teeth with that bitch, nigga. I'll fire on your ass right now, nigga. What you flinching for? Scary ass, nigga. Scary ass, nigga. Look at him. Bro, AJ, I'll fire on this nigga right now, bro. Don't look at him. Hey, let me get your badge number. No, let me get that badge number. No, you gonna have to tase me like I told your mans. Like I told your mans, you gonna have to tase me. Okay? You gonna have to tase me. You gonna have to tase me. I'll smack all you niggas and choke blood up all y'all niggas' throats, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. I'm on tip, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Y'all niggas gonna do, nigga. Y'all think y'all gonna lock me in here, nigga? On my mama, nigga. You gonna crazy. What y'all niggas gonna do? Y'all niggas gonna scrap or what, nigga? Stop playing with me. I'll smack the shit out of these niggas on camera, nigga. Stop playing with me. What y'all wanna do? You wanna scrap or what? I should fire on you because you over there think you doing something with that little bitch ass trespass order. I'll break that bitch ass computer, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. I'll bitch get up right now on my mama. I'll beat the shit out you in front of your mans. And if your man try to jump me, he gonna get his ass whooped too, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I'm on tip, nigga. What? What you wanna do, nigga? I'll put some hand sanitizer on my hand and open hands your bitch ass, nigga. Talking about some bitch, I ain't got no firearm. Firearm. Stop lying on my name, nigga, before I knock your teeth out, bitch. You ain't gonna be able to stop doing anything. Looking dumb as fuck, nigga. Like I'm bowling out. What you looking at, nigga? You wanna scrap? You wanna scrap, nigga? You wanna get at it, nigga? Fuck is you talking about? What you wanna do, nigga? Step over here, nigga. Step over here and I promise you, nigga, you gonna have to tase me, nigga. Cause I'm gonna be on top of you.
You got ID and the older one?
Join your shit in, nigga. You better stop playing with me, nigga. You know who I am, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. I ain't gotta steal shit, nigga, on my soul. Nigga, where my wallet at, nigga? Stop playing with me, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Where my wallet at, nigga? Ain't never gotta steal nothing, nigga. Big roll around this bitch, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Big roll around this bitch, nigga. Ain't gotta steal shit from these bum ass niggas. Nigga, stop playing with me, nigga. What is y'all niggas talking about, nigga? Stop playing with me, nigga. What is you talking about? And my shit busting, nigga. I got two. Nigga, my shit busting, nigga. I got two. Boy, y'all got 300. What you gonna do? Nigga, I'll walk up on you right now, nigga. On my mama, you touch me, nigga. I'll fire on your ass. Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
Hello, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach you well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. The rest of the hopeful elect, to you all I say shalom. This is the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. Okay, the name of this one, I'm just doing this on the fly right quick, is destruction is the only solution, and or chastisement. You know what I'm saying? So destruction is the only solution, and or chastisement. You know, and I mean, and the reason I say that is because, like, what do you do with something like this, man? With a child that talks like he was a grown man. Mind you, you know, given the opportunity to have a weapon, any type of weapon, right? Whether it be a switchblade, a machete, a BB gun, or a pistol, man. You know, a child like this, man, will definitely catch victims, man. Will definitely have victims, you know. And you know, I wish I had another video of a Northern Kingdom, because this is not You know, we ain't biased over here when it comes to the tribes, man. All 12 of them are wicked as fuck. Okay? And obviously, this child, you know, and who knows where whether he's a Judite or, you know what I'm saying, a Southern Kingdom or a Northern Kingdom, you know? Kingdom, I don't even think that's a word, it's a lot. If he's from the Northern or Southern Kingdom, you never know, you know what I'm saying? Jake, you know, Jake is very, we family, we just don't even be looking alike half the times, you know, in our own families. But nonetheless, man, to stick to the point, man, this child is gone, man, completely through. And what do you do with somebody like that, man? You know, this child is not even, you know, considered to be like, oh, the next generation, you know, at the moment, because it's like high schoolers, right? I would imagine. So, you know, high schoolers will start going into college or even college aged young people, you know what I'm saying? I would imagine they're technically that next generation, right, of workers and all that. Yeah, but this child hasn't even hit puberty, man, and he's already spazzing out, you know, committed multiple felonies alone right there in that room, yo, with the threats, you know what I'm saying, of bodily injury and all types of shit. Like, you know, and the reason I'm speaking like that is because this is exactly how Esau would speak about this child, man, from the officer to the you know, DA, you know. That's how they will express themselves about the child, man. You know, and it's crazy, man, because, you know, the stats are out there. You know, we know why this is occurring. You know, or what's the what's happening that you know, that it's making this happen as far as children. You know what I'm saying? Even especially in such a young age like that, man. Because I've heard him even younger than that talking crazy. But that right there, this dude, yeah, and at the end he pulls out, you know, I mean, I didn't really see it too well, but it was probably like $80, $90, $100 maybe, I don't know. But still, what does a child like that have that money for, you know? Unless he just saw his grandmother or somebody. You never know. But you never fucking know. You never know. This child, you know, is a runner for someone that's a little older than him, you know what I'm saying, or just old, obviously older than him, and he getting his little breadcrumbs because they're using them. But the mentality that goes with that, man, or the way the mental state is fed off of that, man, is crazy, man. And I will not be surprised, man, of all the documentaries I've seen in my lifetime, man, when it comes to Jake and gangs and just this nigga culture, you know what I'm saying, that Esau has created, all right? Because this is not of the Lord, man, you know? Anyways, man, I don't want to get off. I want to stick to the topic and bring some scriptures out. I'm not going to make this too long, man, but you seen the video, man. That's crazy, man. Let's just get into a few scriptures real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. There's so much more that could be said, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, for lack of time, and I'm actually driving to camp right now. Just wanted to get this off my chest when I saw this video, you know, because this dude, man, I don't even have wordplay like that. I don't know if it's because I didn't have those type of demons or that many demons on me, man. But, yo, at a child like this, man, you know, at that age, and we know he's, you know, has to obviously be raised in a single parent home. Looks like the mother, you know, for the simple fact that he's all emotional and extra talkative. You know, I myself, man, you know, I don't really argue, man. I can't go back and forth, man. When it's with a female, I shut down. You know what I'm saying? You know, I say what I gotta say. But if it's just ranting and shit, you know how women just be bickering and shit. I don't really speak much. I just continue doing what I'm doing, what I have to do during the day. But with other people, man, you know, Like if it's a dude, you know, a guy in the street, and I'ma stay as spiritual as possible. I'ma always try to avoid and keep it moving, man. But you know, once I start stuttering, man, if I don't catch myself, I might swing, man. Dead ass. You know? But, you know, that's not how I carry myself anymore. And I wasn't even really a you know, fucking street fighter like that. I wasn't even, you know, I got into a few fights, whatever, but I was never this disrespectful, man. Especially to authorities. And I never liked those motherfuckers. Still don't, you know? But it is what it is, you know. You're able to, you know, as you're raised, the way you're raised, you know what I'm saying, is actually a blessing, man, because you get to see more days in your life, man. You know, not to mention the manners that you pick up that are instilled in you are able to get you through situations and through some doors. You know what I'm saying? And as an adult, man, because we know we're in captivity, but we still got to carry ourselves decently, man. You know, as the scripture says, decency and in order. Let all things be done in decency and in order, man. You know, raising a child has to be with that same mentality. Has to be carried or driven by that same mentality, man. Because, you know, if you miss out on some things that you should teach your child, or your child should know, it's gonna affect that child, man. And if you don't teach them, someone else is gonna teach them, and it might not be, you know, the way that he should learn it. You know, it's just gonna be from a whole nother point of view. You know, not to mention the fact that if he's surrounded by the streets, you know what I'm saying? Because he's in the streets, obviously. The influence is gonna definitely be negative, and so he's gonna pick up on things that he should have learned from both his mom and dad. You know, he's gonna learn it in the street, and it's just a mix for a really fucked up storm, man. You know, a life of just fucked up avoidable issues, man. Like this dude. Little man might get might be locked up before he even his puberty, man, or might even get put to death, man. If you know, because the way these kids carry themselves these days, everything they about to do or did, they put it on social media. You know, so if an enemy catches wind of this dude mentioning him and threatening his life or whatever, man, you know, little dude's gonna get got, man. And at the end of the day, man, it's all spiritual, right? Because man's goings are of the Lord, and the spirits that he puts in them are created many times for vengeance. And this is what happens, man. This little dude could possibly be a killer by or after puberty, man. Whether he's Northern or Southern Kingdom, let me just, you know, put that out there, because, you know, you still got people that have strongholds in their mind that they, you know, sometimes it's just seared in there, man, and they hear something and they'll bug out, you know, even more. Let's get this parking right here. Anyways, let's get these scriptures, man. Salakia for making this so long. This is 2 Esdras 5:8. It says, "There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be offsent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places." Right? All this chaos going on at the same time, man. "And menstrual women and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters." Now, many times, you know, because this is twofold too, man. You know, you this is often used with children that are born, you know, with, you know, as they say now, with some, you know, with what's it called? Man, I forget the word that they use, but they come out looking crazy. You know what I mean? I've seen children, man, babies, man, where their head looks like it's about to explode, bro. Like it's some like cartoon shit. You know, that what's that cartoon, man, that he's blue and he got a big ass dome. I forget his name, but this baby, bro, I think it was in Africa or something, this child's head, and then you could tell he was in pain the whole time because he would not stop crying all day. That in itself gives you a headache. You know, weeping and hollering and shit. And so, man, but you know, and we seen other many examples of that too, that type. But you know, these type of children like this on the screen, man, this is a monster in itself too, man. This little dude is gonna be a problem if he's already not a problem. If he isn't already, Salaki. You know. So what's the solution for a child like this, man? You know, especially now in so-called 2025, man, where you know this type of influence is encouraged, even in many times, in many occasions. How do you pronounce it? Incentivize. You know, they get paid for this shit, man. You know, they reap rewards for this type of behavior, man. You know. Nonetheless, the point there is, you know, menstrual women shall bring forth monsters, man. Okay? To be clear, man, that not only monsters, you know, so-called monsters exist in the abyss of the ocean or in woods, possibly, you know, with creatures that we yet haven't seen, maybe. You know. But women, man. All right? Eve and shit in this occasion right here, man. This is the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah 3:12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors." Man, this is a extra YN. You know what I'm saying? Like an extra Y, like a YN. You know, extra young. But yo, in a few years, man. If not already, this little dude is gonna be a big problem, man. This nigga's gonna be a big problem, man. As for my people, children are their oppressors, man. Cause we out here getting, you know, Esau calls it getting mugged. Out here getting robbed for your Jordans and your jackets, your jewels, you know. Your iced out watch that's just bedazzled from fucking Temu and shit, but you're out here stunting. You know, a little dude like this might, you know, pop up on you, pull up on you. You know what I mean? Spaz out, man, you know, and turn your brains into Cool Whip, man, for your Temu jewels, or even if there's expensive jewels, even if it's real gold or whatever, you know, and whatever other type of element, man, it don't fucking matter. You know? Little dudes like this is gonna be a problem, and the ones that are already older are already a problem out here in these streets, man. You know. Let me see. Isaiah 3:12 again. That's for my people. Children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. That's another problem too, right? Women ruling over Jake out here, man. You know, Jake don't got the balls to confront and put his wife in place, but will be out here spazzing and causing nothing but fucking, you know, being a fucking menace in the street. You know, oh my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path, right? Not only our community leaders, but our elders in the community, you know, that are into all this Christianity and idol, you know, their idol, Christ. And Esau that's behind all of it, man. They all lead these children to err, because Esau glorifies this type of behavior, romanticizes it, you know, puts it in entertainment, music, movies, TV shows, power, and all this other shit, you know. Bunch of children dealing drugs and getting money, becoming little young and up and coming kingpins. Or kingpins, well, however you fucking pronounce that word. But they cause them to man. Destroy the way of thy paths. There's a 2 Esdras 9 and 11. It says, and they that have loathed my law, right? Because it's like, let me actually go back one. Let me get it from, this is 2 Esdras 9, and I'm gonna start like at 8, I think it is. All right, there we go. Yeah, because as I was saying, what's the solution for not only this behavior, but when they get older? Because this is how it starts. You know what I'm saying? We're now privy to watching it, because I mean, look, he recorded himself. He recorded himself, and he's over here talking all this crazy shit. It was so much I don't even remember half the shit that he was saying, but he was talking wild, man. He was bugging the fuck out, and I wonder where he at. What happened after that? If he actually got, taken by that officer that came in, or his parents possibly picked him up, and now he can't go back to that store. But he's gonna go back to the hood, and he's gonna put those stripes in his arm, and wear it like it's a damn tattoo, like it's as if he did something, special or, great, But what's the solution for children like this, man, and young and older, younger people, and in their teenage years and their 20s, man, that don't want to listen, no matter what you show them, no matter how many documentaries they see Chicago, how all it is about killing the ops and dealing drugs, all types of just wickedness, and that's all they want. Not even a time to just relax and calm down and live life. None of that. They just want problems, always. Like that Hamite said on that meme. I want problems, always. That's how these young nigglets, man. Northern or Southern Kingdom, it don't matter, man. Cause we go back to my island in DR, man, and that's just fucking pure madness out there. And the government ain't with it too much, but the government makes money off of it. So they, it's getting to be like over here, certain things are, looked over. They let a few things slide, but then a few people gotta be made examples of, What do you do with a generation like that when the elders are leading them like that, man? To err. 2 Esdras 9 and 9 and 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment, man. Okay? Before these missiles starts flying, man, and JT breaks out, man, you're going to be in torment. Young or old, man. If the Lord ain't with you, man, you're going to be in pure torment. You're going to reap what you sow, man. Especially if the Lord is preserving you for that time, man. It can't be good. If He don't take you out before that, because, man, let me just stick to the topic, because it gets deeper than that, right? But many people are going to come back to just, right there, the moment before the fucking missile hit, But I don't want to speak too much on it, because it's good to back it up with scriptures, and I'm right around the corner from camp, and I already passed my time for doing this, but let's go on, just going on in the spirit, right? So it says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, right? You people that out here just getting these consolation prizes from Esau, but you got to sell yourself out both your people and your fucking, you know, your humanity, man. And if you're a woman, your womanhood. If you're a man, your manhood, man. You got to give all that up at the door when you're dealing with Esau, man. All right, and receive these benefits, because working hard and getting your money and receiving benefits, that's not it. You know, it's talking about all you people that cut corners. You know, ultimately, even down to the jakes that live, you know, in housing projects, because they'll cut corners by lying and getting benefits, you know, that way. But there's also benefits from just, you know, being a mole in Hollywood, when you're really not even with it, but you're only doing it because you getting money and you know, getting popular, and they calling you for shows and movies and whatever fucking line of work you into. Because it even goes down with the people behind the scenes, right? And in this case, you know, children like this, man, you know, I mean, you gotta, you just know he hustles. You know what I mean? I mean, he's not old enough to work, obviously, but he ain't selling no lemonades. And I'm not at all comparing our people to Esau, because Esau is way worse, right? But he's not the subject at hand right now. It's little nigglets like this, man. Little demons like this that are out here wilding out. You know? And when they get older, they cut those corners and they receive those benefits, which is money, and at the cost of what? Our people just being drugged up. You selling poison. Getting this bullshit money that Esau has allowed you to get. Because he glorifies that shit. He sugarcoats the shit out of being a drug dealer in Babylon. In his movies and his TV shows. Always puts Jake all iced out, all extra, with leather pants and shit in the movies, in a TV scene in the fucking summer. As if we fucking, you know, dress like that. Verse 11 again. And they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty. Oh no, Salakia, verse 10, Salakia. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, right? Because they don't know the Lord. We're in captivity. You don't know the Lord if you don't know you're in captivity. You know what I'm saying? Because they teach you JC in these churches, which is a whole lie. And you think you're free in this society with over fucking 10,000 laws in this country. Come on, man. Verse 11, and they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, which is now, right? These doors are closing, but they're still open. Understood not, but despised it. You know, they fan and they wag their hand at us. They fucking, you know, give us thumbs down or report our pages and shit like that. Go on our comment board and scoff. You know, report brothers' pages, as I said. You know, different ways. Where was I again? Right. It says, and they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberty, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. That same people like this, right, must know it after death by pain. Okay, after death by pain. So this is what's gonna happen to these Jakes, young and old, because the Lord is not playing. This is. Man, I didn't get it, but there's a scripture that speaks about, you know, to go make a mark, to go put a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for the abominations done thereof, right? And oh man, let me see if I can find it, because then it goes on to say to know, you know, to go and slay utterly young and old, man. Let me see. I think I got it. This is the power that you serve. This is in Ezekiel. Ezekiel 9 and 6, right? It says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, right? The mark of exemption, the wad, right? And begin at my sanctuary. And they began at the ancient men which were before the house, man. So they started with the old niggas that wasn't in this truth, all the way down to the young niggas that wasn't in this truth, man. That wasn't in the in the right hand of the Lord, man. For lack of another word, man. The Lord was not dealing with these people at all, man. Now check this out. I get a couple scriptures and close out. This is Proverbs 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. All right, how do you train up a child? Well, first and foremost, these laws, statutes, and commandments, scriptures, right? Meditating therein on those, talking to them about it, the prophecies, to the best of their understanding. You explain to them, you know what I mean? You train them up also with discipline, man, chastisement. You know what I mean? You have to give this child structure, man, and you reap the benefits afterwards, because it says train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from them. Okay, you raised a respectful, you know what I'm saying, God-fearing man, a God-fearing, respectful citizen. Okay, you know what I mean, in captivity. Right, Deuteronomy 21:18. Let me see. Deuteronomy 21:18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of the city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of the city, the son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is glutton and a drunkard, right? So you got a bugged out child, right? A rebellious, stubborn, hard-headed, piece of shit, that you trying to raise, right? But just can't, for whatever reason, can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Being a whole demon, all right? Basically. He will not obey our voice. He is glutton and a drunkard. All right. 21, especially if he's drunk. 21, and all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shall thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Okay. This is the Lord's intention, man. Even now, because he's gonna do away with 2/3 of you motherfuckers, man. He's gonna do away with 2/3 that not only were raised to be like this, you know what I'm saying, or to turn out like this, I should say, right? Because even when you're all fucked up and got no manners yourself, and you're raising a child, you're trying to do the best you can. But hey, that's the lot that the Lord chose for you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the lot that the Lord chose for you. And I was gonna, man, I had a scripture, and hopefully it comes back to mind. Let me see. Hebrews 12:11. This is a good one. Now no chastising for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Right? When you chastise your child, you know how you whoop him and you be like, man, this is hurting me more than it hurts him. Remember how your mom used to bust your ass and say that BS? Because you was in fucking pain. But it did bother her, man. It was grievous to her. Even to your dad, man. But you got to. That's the only way you program structure in a child, man. Okay? Righteously. It says, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. All right. Hey, even us being put through this fire that we going through, man, what is that doing, man? Purifying brothers, man, and you sisters, man, in this truth, man. Okay. That's how the Lord is purifying us right now in this side. But the thing about it is that Jake, 2 third-minded Jakes, the way that they're gonna be purified is actually gonna be by that hellfire, man. When the missiles go off, man, you know, and depending where the hell you at, you get it, man. But you know, God, Lord knows who, because this is gonna be a special explosion or special explosions. You know what I mean? Holy explosions, man. This ain't gonna be your typical, you know, bomb dropping that these Edomites and all these other nations do with each other, man. This is gonna be the Lord's weapons of indignation, man. You know? So like him scratching. And I think I'll leave it at that. Hold on. Okay, I'll leave it at this with this one, right? Because you know, obviously this child doesn't have his dad. You know what I'm saying? Can't, man. Unless he does, and he's the biggest problem. You know what I mean? But the stats to that, you know, the odds of that is very low. You know, as opposed to, you know, when they're raised by their mom, because all they know is emotion and how to reacting emotionally instead of like, you know, controlling that and logically thinking and resolving the solution or argument, whatever it is that's going on, instead of escalating by arguing and shit, you know. Now all women do it. The wise ones don't, to just, you know, keep their peace, you know. But the majority don't, man. And this is what rubs off on children, and this is the end result of it, man. All right, but fathers being involved, man, is key, man. All right, and the balance, because you need both the mother and the child and the father in the child's life, man. This is Ephesians 6:4. It says, "And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath." Right? We try to do our best, and sometimes we do a little too much. We question and quick to kind of like man, for lack of another word, like kind of, you know, bring discipline and instructions instead of, you know, hearing them out also, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, because as they get older, you discipline them differently, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I have a 20-year-old, man. He still asks me if he could do certain things, or he'll let me know about it, you know what I'm saying? And I know he's asking me in a way too, because I know if I was to say something, my you know, whatever I'm saying, it valued or counts, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, right? Because these dudes, these little young dudes, is just different, man. They hit different, so you got to be a little more aggressive, you know. But it says, "And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath," because we could easily be provoked, man. I remember my dad, you know, talking shit, man, and pushing me to the point where I left the crib and come back to the next day, you know what I'm saying? Had he spoken to me differently, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even being rebellious, so it's not that wasn't the case. My dad was just very strict, you know. But had he approached me differently, man, he probably wouldn't provoke me to wrath, and then me just, you know, abruptly leave the house or whatever, you know. "And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in nurture and admonishing of the Lord." All right, admonishing, but bring them up in the nurture and admonishing of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta teach our children from when they're babies, man. And this grieves the enemy, man. If I'm not mistaken, that's how the scripture goes. You know, when we teach our children, it grieves the enemy, man, because, you know, they're learning the truth. They're not, you know, who they are. You know what I'm saying? Not the lies that they teach them in school, man, in the American school system, man, because they even lie to their own. You know what I'm saying? We're all taking the same tests. You know what I mean? Even if they grade them differently. But man, you know, I pray that this lesson was edifying. In closing, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS. Salutations to you brothers in the house and byways. Salutations to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. Also, the rest of the hopeful elect, to you all I say shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and Ababa Ball.